daily moment of clarity, power, and alignment. Let's get into it. Hey guys, welcome to the show. I'm going to give everybody a few minutes to see if they're going to make it to the show today. Hope you are having a wonderful Tuesday. Thank you for being here. You can be anywhere in the world. You could be anywhere in the world, but you decided to be here with me. What a blessing. Blessin Destiny, your generational blessing and belief mentor. For those of you who don't know me on YouTube, I just get on here and I just get to talking like we just been doing this every day, not remembering that we're fairly new to the YouTube universe as far as our daily show. So welcome family, come on in, come on in. But guess what? If you miss it, everything is going to be right here and you can watch this at your own leisure, okay? Your own leisure. So guys, welcome, welcome, welcome. Just a moment to just take a little break, keep working and listen, but just being intentional about yourself and just, tuning in and hearing something different, I'm hoping, that just gets your day in alignment. So it's Trading Tuesday, brought to you by the 15-minute broadcast. So we're going to be getting into our trading notes. I just want to say this day has just been in so much alignment for trading. From the very top of my day, I had an epiphany that I worked out with ChatGPT as far as like long-term trading strategies. That was that. I'll be up like at 3 o'clock in the morning. That's what the Bright Journeys really starts. For early birds or anybody who, whenever you wake up, but I designed it for people like me initially who get up between 3 and 5. And I feel like that's the God hour. I feel like that is God calling you, wanting you to be intentional with him. So I'm up very early. That first hour is dedicated to my God time, 3 to 4. And then from there, just how I feel like it's kind of linger into the rest of my morning, which now includes a 6 a.m. prayer call that my mom introduced me to. And wonderful call, guys. If you're interested, I can also share that link. I'll actually put it in the chat, 6 a.m. Monday through Friday. It will truly bless you. And today they asked us to put our specific prayer requests into the chat. Normally it's more of a general prayer, or certain people may just feel led to share their information. But today he wanted everyone, Pastor Harris, our new pastor at First Jerusalem, to put our prayer requests in there. And I saw my mom's prayer request go by, and it mentioned financial freedom and blessing her children with their trading skills. So Mom, thank you for praying for me. Your prayers worked out as they always do, and today was a great trading day. She prayed to bless our trading, and just like that, when you're in alignment, things happen swiftly. And thank you for the elders that God has in my life, from my mama to the deaconesses at church. I know it's deaconess. They just love me so much. They're excited to see me. I enjoy going to church. I love older spirits. So it is my mother's prayers, my grandmother's prayers, my deaconess prayers that definitely keep me going, okay? Because it ain't y'all prayers, and I'm just playing. But God is good. So we're going to go into our Bright Journeys. Like I said, we start that every day. It is there for you. Whatever time you wake up, fine. But the intentionality behind that is before you do anything, before you claim anything, before you complain about anything, think about God. Spend some time with them. Think about yourself. Spend some time with you. And then think about everything else. Let things flow from those two places as you go. All right. So we are still anchored in Habakkuk this week, and today's scripture is perfectly aligned for trading. I love how it all comes together. Habakkuk 2:3. The revelation awaits an appointed time. It speaks as, the revelation awaits an appointed time. It speaks of the end and will not prove false. Though it linger, wait for it. It will certainly come and it will not delay. All right. Timing is intentional, not accidental. Waiting does not mean nothing is happening. Alignment requires patience. Y'all, this just came directly from the Bible. But I promise you, these are the exact adjustments. Oh, we got one more note here. What is promised arrives on schedule, not on pressure. Who, child, tell me about it. I promise you, what I just read from this scripture and my reflection points are exactly the things that I changed up in my trading strategy to help me become a better trader. Timing is intentional, not accidental. Waiting does not mean nothing is happening. Y'all ever waited for your move and you feel like nothing is happening? So then you jump in other moves because you need something to be happening. That's really your nervous system out of alignment. So while you're learning how to trade, it's also going to force you to learn to be patient, because if you want to be profitable, you better find some patience, okay? Straight from the scripture. Alignment requires patience. Listen, if you want the best move of the day, you can take them little hop, skips, and a jump and wish on a prayer and, do all those things. But the market does move in a way that honors and rewards patience. It's going to make the same moves that it always makes if you're patient enough to wait for your move. Wait, what is promised arrives on schedule. Listen, if you can wait for the promise and not fall into the temptation of the pressure, just jumping into random dumbass I'm working on my cursing. Forgive me. Not forgive me, but excuse me. Instead of just jumping into random trades because it looks decent, you learn to wait for. This is where we don't do the plan B. We do the plan A. We do the plan A, because plan B is going to get you chopped up in the markets. You hear me? Okay. So, if you don't know where to start with our Bright Journeys. Bright Journeys is our daily practice of staying aligned, grounded, and focused, especially while we're waiting on what God has already promised. Sometimes you just got to get in fellowship with others. Just like when I used to get in fellowship, when I was on my money hungry train, I would get in fellowship with others on their money hungry train. Now I'm in my patience. And it used to be a loner train. It's not even, it's solitude. I found so much peace here. At first, I was disappointed that everybody was leaving and friends was going. Some my fault, some their fault, some God's fault, all of it God's fault, and in divine ordinance. I see clearly now what was happening, but as it was happening and when it first started happening, it was like, God, we can keep a few people around, but now it's like, God, I can be patient and wait for the right, correct people that you send around. I'm done enlisting people into my army. Only soldiers in the army of the Lord can can come over here, and God got to send you directly, okay? Bright Journeys is our daily practice of staying, we read that. But it's our practice of staying aligned, grounded, and focused, especially while we're waiting on God as already promised. Listen, I'll be the first one to tell you, them promises can feel a little distant, but a lot of the times it is God just waiting, not even waiting. I said testing in an earlier reel this week, but that's not the word either. That time is really preparation. Preparation for you to see if you're going to do what you say you're going to do, and preparation for God to allow you to become the person that can handle what you're asking for. So I'm actually understanding that Blessin had to go through so much learning that she thought she knew, especially about people. And then we're going to get into our trading segment, but I do want to mention this. I saw a reel this morning that really puts this into great perspective for people like me, green people who see things greenly. It was Sheldon from what show is that? He's the nerdy guy in this show. And then there's a show called Young Sheldon. So there was a reel this morning on Instagram from Young Sheldon. And he's playing poker or a card game with his grandmother. And he looks happy. So the grandmother was like, oh, you must have a good hand. And he's like, how can you tell? And she's like, you look happy. And she's like, what kind of hand do I have? And she made a sad face. And he said, it looks like you're not doing like you don't have a good hand. So she put her money in and she raised him. And he was all giddy because he like, I got a good hand. And he put his hand down and she put her hand down. And her hand was like it was 3 queens. He had some 9s and 10s. And he was like, Grandma, you lied to me. And Grandma was like, well, I didn't lie to you, baby. I bluffed you. And the conversation lingers for a couple of more seconds. I need to go back and watch it and see how she explains that to him, that she wasn't lying, that it was a bluff. And I said all that to say, I've been a young Sheldon. I am such an honest and authentic person, and no one really taught me to look at people in the way that I now look at them, not because I'm hardened or hard, but because you gotta be wise. You gotta use discernment. You gotta use your spiritual gifts, right? Because, yeah, but no one really taught me the way that Sheldon grandmama taught him. I recently got caught up in a situation, and this person was sharing some information with me, and it was like, I'm surprised you didn't know. I'm surprised you didn't find out. I'm like, I didn't even think to look. I thought you was an honest person. Everything you said to me, I just took it to heart because everything I said to you came from my heart. So I just assumed we was doing the same thing. It never dawned on me that I needed to go check up on you, because I just thought from this aura that I chose correctly. So I'm just saying all that to say, guys, a wise person, a something of value, a bank is not going to just take your word for it. If you go somewhere that requires security, they're not going to just take your word for it. So us putting in some boundaries and putting in tests for people to pass before they can get into your life for real is a requirement. The more valuable you see yourself, because people like that grandmama are looking for your weaknesses and praying on you. Not like I'm praying for you, Pray. They're praying. And I mean, this is somebody they're praying, Preying. I might be reading the situation wrong, but like the pastor said, and like I feel, I can't trust a liar. I can't even hear what you got to say to correct that. You done said what you said, and you done proved you a liar. And what do I do with that now? That's why you got to be honest, okay? So, yeah, let's get into trading, because I forgot how we even got on that point. But Trading Tuesday, brought to you by the 15-minute broadcast. Trading philosophy, position over pursuit. Just like Habakkuk reminds us that revelation has an appointed time, trading also rewards those who know how to wait. Okay? Trading for me, first and foremost, is a skill set that I believe everybody on this planet should learn how to do. It's like a plan B. In that case, of just like in my wallet, in my back pocket, I know how to go make some money, okay? You need to learn, teach your family how to trade, so much so that I have no desire even for my son to even go to college. If he does go, it's going to be his own decision, and it's going to be for a social environment for him to be on. But as far as learning how to be a profitable individual, a successful individual, a businessman of sorts, an investor, how to gain finances from the world, we don't need college for that. Your mama done did enough college, enough mentorship, enough paying money in things, enough studying, enough learning, enough educating, that you can get what I got and just keep building on top of that, and you ain't never gotta have a money worry. And why I love that my son is going to learn how to trade very early, and I encourage your children to learn how to trade very early, is there's no real money pressure. When you get like me, there's real money pressure. So we go into learning how to trade because we want to make money. The people on social media has made it seem like it's easy to do, and you're like, I can do it too. And you can, but it ain't easy. It can get easy, but don't come in here thinking that it's easy. I want you to think it's hard. So when it's easier for you, you be like, oh my God, I got this, okay? But I don't want to fool you. There are things that I am associated with that can help you make money, like tap to trade and all the things right away. But I feel like that's a crutch. I am really a trading advocate for learning the skill set, for depending on yourself with the skill set. If nobody ever did another Zoom, another call, another whatever, you and your computer, if you didn't have access to people, you and your computer can go and get it done, okay? But the point I was making is when kids don't have that pressure of I need to learn how to trade to make money, or I need to pay bills, or I need to do this. So I'm going to be teaching him from a fun perspective what to look for. And over time, he's going to appreciate that he can make money from this perspective, okay? So trading is about positioning and not chasing. Just a month ago, all of my trades was me chasing. Habakkuk 2:3 came in my life before I even knew Habakkuk 2:3 came into my life, because I changed one thing, and that was finding my A+ setup, because opportunity presents itself and taking it. If it doesn't show up, I do not trace. I attract, I do not chase. When you rush trades, you usually rush past clarity. Trading is such a mirror to real life. So whatever trading is correcting in you to become a better trader is probably what you need to correct in yourself in real life to become a better person. So it's like a 2-for-1 for me, okay? Waiting for confirmation is a form of discipline. Discipline. Waiting for confirmation is a form of discipline. It's going to build the discipline that some of us already have, that some of us need to improve, that some of us never wanted. But discipline is the key that unlocks your next door, whatever it is. Trading also for us is not our end all be all. We don't want to be leading the charge for maybe, trading per se. Trading is what's in our arsenal. Trading is a skill set that we have and that we're capable of performing. But we don't have to identify as a trader and make everything about trading if we don't want to. I just want you to know the possibilities, the realness of it all. When you sit down and learn how to trade, when you come up with however much money you want to make, all you got to do is just adjust how much you're investing. But the skill set itself stays the same. So that's why you want to learn. And that's why these kids want to learn before the pressure sets in. The market responds to structure, not urgency. I know you want to go ahead and make your move. I know you see other little possible moves that look semi-sound. But if you really want to change from I trade and I get lucky sometimes to I'm a profitable trader, you need the market. The market responds to structure, not urgency. You need to learn how to wait on market structure. When I stopped chasing trades started coming to me, okay? So before the session starts, this is something you can really do in your trading journey right away, is identify one level that you actually care about, that you feel very confident about. Yes, this can happen from this level, this can happen from this level, but that ain't the A+ setup level. Find your A+ setup level. If price does not come here, you do not trade, okay? Y'all take that little nugget from me, and that is our trading talk for today. I want y'all to come back every day, but every Tuesday is our trading day. It's Trading Tuesday. Let that marinate in your brain. Every Tuesday on Big B at 3 is Trading Tuesday, brought to you by the 15-minute broadcast, okay? All right, and that is going to lead us into the next thing. Our feature of the day is coming from the B word. We have right here on this very same channel a brand new episode of the B word. You guys go and check that out. It is so good. We have a new episode that drops the 11th of every month. This episode is all about identity. If your belief is cracked, everything built on top of that belief will leak, okay? So, for an example, let's keep it about trading. If you go into trading with the woe is me mindset, you're not believing in yourself already, then already your foundation is not as strong as it should be. You got to go in here confident, even though the trading might not be confident. You got to be confident in what you came here to do, okay? 2 years ago, before I ever made any real money from trading, I was on podcasts, other people podcasts, saying, I am going to be a proficient master trader. I am a proficient, and that changed from I am going to be to I am a proficient master trader. I would do a trade. My trade would not go out the way I wanted to. I would still correct my verbiage and say, I am a proficient master trader. I am lining up with the identity before the skill set of being in alignment of a proficient master trader. And I started changing things around my life to help me become a proficient master trader. But I was already in the identity before it ever paid me. I was already telling people to go and become traders before I even became profitable. Like, I always believed, that is belief, that is faith. Before any evidence, I saw the vision of trading, and I just want others to see it. Most people don't need new strategies. They need belief repair. That's why I said, when you come to this trading floor, come with your belief intact. If you need help with your belief getting intact, that's what your girl Big B is here for. Your belief mentor and generational blessing. And if you don't know where to start with us and our bright journeys. The link is in the bottom, and I cannot wait to see you on the inside. Okay? When belief is solid, we talk about this on the show, discipline becomes lighter. Discipline can feel heavy. Ask me how I know, as a free-spirited Sagittarius that want to do her own thing when she want to do it. Baby, that was something I had to get in alignment with trading. I thought I was going to be able to just wave. Not, what would I say? How would I call this? The gift of gab ain't gonna save you in trading. Prayer will help you in trading to stay in it. It ain't gonna help the trade win, because when you start trading, you be wanting your trade to go the winning way instead of the losing way, that you be in there praying so hard that sometimes you forget that prayer don't even work that way. Like, you gotta learn how to trade, baby. Prayer is not gonna save you. Man, I used to be like, God, man, the prayer didn't work. So you really got to believe in yourself, have faith in yourself, and really decide this is what you're going to do. But with that being said, discipline becomes lighter when you make those decisions. So now it's like, it's nothing for me to do the things the wild Sagittarius used to not want to do, because discipline have proved to me to be profitable. So if I can be disciplined, I can be profitable. Okay, now discipline feels lighter because I'm getting paid. Win-win. Identity becomes clearer. Okay, look at me, the girl who can be disciplined. Okay, look at me, the girl who can have patience. Okay, I done got a whole identity upgrade learning how to trade. 2 for 1. I love it. Vision becomes believable, not forced. So I am a proficient and master trader becomes believable because now the identity is in alignment and your discipline is in alignment. You are becoming exactly what you said you was going to do, because those two things are the pieces holding you in that alignment that you need. The discipline and the identity and the belief. Now the vision is real. Okay, so definitely go and check out the B word. Leave comments. We want to talk. I want more engagement. Okay, I need y'all to act like y'all happy I'm here. But either way, God has given me the gift of gab, and I'll talk till I'm blue in the face to myself. Ain't no big deal. Quick housekeeping reminder: if you're watching Big B at 3 and you're not on our email list, make sure that you sign up. You'll receive the Belief Mastery cards, daily clarity prompts, and you'll be entered into our weekly Friday drawing. This is our way of blessing people who stay connected. All right. I already said this as well. Make sure that you are here every day at 3:00 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. But if you're really interested in learning more about trading, I can go deeper. Okay, I just need the audience to go deeper with. So just get into the alignment, into the expectation. Put it on your calendar. That we will be here Monday through Friday, and Tuesdays is Trading Tuesday. All right. May your day be settled May your spirit be straightened. May your steps be guided by God. And this is Blessin Destiny, your belief mentor and generational blessing. And that was your Billionaire Daily Mindset, your daily reminder that your identity and your authenticity are your superpowers. And faith in God. Same time, same grace, Big B at 3. Peace, billionaires.